Welcome back to Sister Talk. I am your host, JM, and this is my co host.
I'm Tatiana. Today we have a very special episode. Every episode is special to us, but this episode is especially special. So, for this episode, this will be releasing the week of our 1 year anniversary for Sister Talks. It's been a long journey. We are in season 2, of course. So, within the year, we did the 2 seasons. We've had at least 10 guests or more, maybe like 10 to 15 guests. We've connected with a lot of people. We've talked about a wide variety of topics and subjects and learned so much within those episodes. Yeah.
Yes, I am so ecstatic that we are celebrating our 1 year of being a podcast on here. I took away a lot of great things from our guests. And I applied it in my everyday life. So I really, really appreciate everyone that was here to, be open to share their life with our viewers. So thank you guys for that. And thank you for the success of our podcast.
Yeah, I want to go back to what she said about our guests. We had a lot of people come on that, probably haven't done no like podcast or any type of video thing, but they were just sharing about their own life. And we had a lot of people just were just so open to being vulnerable and being honest about their own life and their own experiences. So we really, really want to thank those people that took the time to come onto our podcast and open up to our viewers.
Yeah, because the scheduling is really tough because we all work, we all have different things going on in our life. Some of them have kids and, just jobs and all that sort of thing. So just to take out at least an hour of their day to share with you guys and us of their life experiences and stuff, we really do appreciate it. So,
Yeah. And then we would like to touch on what's been happening for the past few months. So, as you guys know, when we first started the podcast, I was like a part time worker, literally like 10 hours a week, 10 to 15 hours a week, if that. And then JM didn't have a regular 9 to 5. So, our schedules were pretty open. So, we were always able to like work around our guests, of course. But lately, it's been kind of tough because now we both have kind of a 9 to 5 type scheduling. And then me, I still waitress. And then we have like a 2 hour like time difference. So that's what's been happening for our absence, which is really sad and unfortunate. But I know that I'm motivated. I know that James is motivated. So when we get that stuff down packed and get like more comfortable and routine with that, we're going to start putting back out content for you guys.
yes, because I miss my little therapeutic hour and a half of just talking and just opening up and just hearing other people open up as well. So definitely can't wait to get back on track with that. But I do also want to thank, God and everything that we've been blessed with that's
Mhm.
going on in our life. Plus, we have a big family, so it's a lot of events that's going on. Right now, we're in like prom and graduation season, and we have a nephew graduating. Shout out to Dahani on his graduating from high school. He looked great on his prom and everything of that sort. So we just have a lot going on, which I love a little chaoticness in my life. So it brings excitement for me. So I'm not mad at it. Just want to, buckle down and have a little better structure of things.
Yeah, but just know that we are working on it. We are gonna get back up and rolling. I know our fans are dying for new episodes, but yeah, like JM said, it's been a lot. It's still happening. It's been a lot of events. Pretty soon, I'm gonna be traveling to Chicago, so hopefully we can even take new pictures for you guys and maybe sit down and really plan out with like our scheduling and stuff. But we do have a lot of events that we've been having going on in our family. We had new additions and everything, so it has been a lot of excitement. And I too want to thank God for like, yeah, it's like bittersweet sometimes that our scheduling is conflicting with Sister Talks, But honestly, I feel blessed that, we were able to find like pretty good jobs and stuff that we don't hate, and that is opening up more doors. Even though this is our end goal, like our businesses and stuff, we are willing to like put in work and do this for now, um, until our businesses are what we like live off of.
Yeah. So we're excited to be shooting this for you. So thank you guys for tuning in.
Yeah. As a celebration for our 1 year, I think that we should talk a little bit about some of our past episodes that we have had, um, and just like reminisce on those, or maybe like point out like some of our favorite like topics or more topics that we want to explore and stuff. I know we did this on our like um end of season 1 like finale. We talked about those episodes, so I guess we could talk a little bit about the season 2 episodes as well.
For season two, I don't feel like I talked a lot about my man, my man, my man. So I would like to, go in our new season talking more about like love and just our end goal of life happiness and stuff.
Hmm.
Cause I know as I get older, the things I wanted in the past is not the same and things change and just how the world is going, it makes me look at things differently. And I'm getting older, so people ask questions and stuff. So I wouldn't mind touching on topics of that sort for the upcoming episodes.
Hmm. Yeah, I think this past season was less of like relationship stuff because we incorporated new stuff. We talked about we did a few, what was it, like current event type things. So we covered a few current events, and then a few episodes we did like scenarios and stuff. So it was, I do think it was less like relationshipy, but to be honest, I don't know, those are like my favorite ones, honestly, when we talk more about like relationships and like love and stuff, because I just feel like that's such a broad thing, and like with the ways things are today, with like social media and technology and stuff, I feel like it's important that we, I don't know, like talk about the dating phase versus that serious phase versus like marriage or moving towards marriage. Like I'd like those type of like topics because I just feel like it's such a great area nowadays. And so I definitely want to talk more about that. But yeah, we did do like some current events and stuff, which I like the current events. Like those are cool, but I like the one where we just talk about like, I don't know, controversial topics and really get into debates and stuff.
Yeah, I like also the scenarios. What would you do? That was pretty fun. Just seeing that how different how we come. We're all sisters. That was on the episode of the what would you do, but we all was thinking in different ways of what we would do and things of that sort. So I like that. That was pretty fun.
Because a lot of times, since me and JM talk so much, and then she lives with one of our other sisters, the one that was on the "What Would You Do" episode. Um, People may think that we always on like the same opinion or the same accord. They might always think that JM and Kiana are always on the same like opinion or think alike, or me and JM might think alike. And it's just so interesting that it's like, although we might be like close and talk every day, we have so many like difference in opinions. It's so funny because like people around us wouldn't even guess it. They think that we just like, I don't know, think the same and stuff, but it's like not at all. So I think that episode like highlighted it because there was some good topics on there.
Yeah, for sure. Because people, I think, misinterpret like me and my best friend, for example. She's my best friend. We have similarities, but we don't think the exact same. Everything that she think is something, I don't think is something. Like so. I think people think that you have to be like
Hmm.
super the exact same to relate or be on the same page, and that's not the case because all my people think different. I got different people I talk to, and I get different opinions and advice from them, and it's the same subject, it's just different advice, and I love that. I like variety. I like to put things together and come out with my own solution. So yeah, for sure. I know people used to think they used to just clamp me and Kiana together all the time because we live together. And she's like 5 years older than me, so she definitely probably, and she's a mother, so she thinks different than me, but we do have a lot of similarities though. But yeah, so I like kind of talking on that podcast and basically opening up more about myself and my own opinions and stuff like that. So yeah.
Hmm. I think what we're like really good at is that we know that, everyone has their own opinion, and then it'll start like a good debate, but then like we don't take it to like the extreme, because I just always understood that, people's opinions are people's opinions. Everyone have different opinions. But recently, a few weeks ago, I was in like a situation or a conversation with other people where like people couldn't comprehend that you had that opinion. And even though I don't agree with that opinion, that's still your opinion. So that was pretty interesting to see, because I want to say we don't agree on, I'm not going to say we don't agree on everything, but it's a good amount of things that we don't agree on. And we both have difference of opinions. And it's just like, we understand that. So that's like one of the things that I like the most. And I think that would like make our podcast work, and us like, talking so often, is that we know we don't have the same opinion, but we do understand that that person has that opinion and that's them. So I think that what helps like our podcast, and even the people that have been on our podcast, we've like had like disagreements with them where they believed in something, we believed in something, but we realized that, hey, it's just people think differently. So I think that what makes like a good podcast as well.
Yeah, because then what are we really talking about if we all see the same thing?
Mm.
Or and it's not that we can't agree on the same thing, but we might have like different experience. Like obviously you're 10 years younger than me, and my other sister is 5 years older than me, so they have different experience. So
Mhm.
they and their mothers and all that type of stuff. So I love the different variety of things. I don't want to just have all of the same.
Hop back into some of our topics from the season 2 episodes. Another one that we did that was kind of different, in my opinion, was the nature versus nurture one, where we had on our guest was Lamont. That one was really interesting to me, because I know that that's been a debate for like decades, because I studied that in high school and I studied that in college. So I know that that's a huge debate. So I liked it, that one, because I honestly, I used to always think it was just like nature. It's like where you're born, is that's how it's just predetermined. But now I'm just kind of starting to think that it's like a combination of both, because you have to think about people being in different circumstances, and that does shape how they what life choices they choose to do. So yeah, I liked that episode a lot.
Yeah, I agree as well with that episode. I learned that it's a mixture of both, because yeah, you can be raised that way, but if your circumstances is having you look at things different, you're taking it from both perspectives. So I really do agree with I learned that it was a merge of both. I always say basically it's how you raise. That's what I was thinking. But when you really dig deep into it, and like if you guys watch the episode, you'll see like literally a person could be raised in the same house with the same people, with the same financial situations and everything, and come out totally different. So
Mhm.
definitely both for me.
Yeah. I've seen that a few times. Like if a parents they have like 2 or 3 kids, 2 kids go on to like go to college, have really successful careers, like maybe start a business, just be super successful in life. And one, may have troubles with like the law, or may have troubles with like narcotics or alcohol, or just anything. It just really all depends. I just think like every individual is different. So that's really important to notate, because no one is the same. You could be twins, be raised the exact same, but you could still go in like completely opposite directions. So I think that's an important thing to look at in life. So I do like that. We talked about that topic a lot.
Yeah, because parents do also think like them doing the same thing for each child,
Mhm.
giving them the same opportunity, but one child might need this versus the other child might need that. So me not having kids, when I do become a mother, I'll remember things like that. This child might need this, or get to know who you dealing with, just like don't assume because oh, this child had straight A's and went straight from high school to college and stuff. The next child might not need that. They might need that break. They might need that extra help. They might just not want to go to college and want to do a trade. So it's like, just know people are different. So I
Mm-hmm.
don't I don't like thinking that we're all clumped as the same because, oh, we all was raised in a house with two parents that went to college, that I gotta go to college. That might not be my route.
Yeah. And I talked with like a coworker not too long ago, and she was saying how she has two sons, and one is like in high school, one's in like middle school. So one, he's like, you know, failing classes throughout the school year, so he keeps having to go to summer school each summer. And the other one, who's only in middle school, he's keeps trying to test into the honors program or something, or the advanced program, and he's like barely missing it. And it's like they're two kids, like literally like 2 or 3 years apart, living in the same exact house, and one is having, you know, this struggle, like he keeps having to go to some school, and one is just feeling like he's not doing enough, and he keeps trying to test into this like honors program. Like, it's just all depends on the person. Everyone's different, and it's just so many other things that factor into, you know, the outcome. So that was kind of interesting when she was talking about that. But she had patience with her son, because she said that she went to summer school every summer in high school, because she just didn't do her work for the class that she were interested in, but she went to summer school every summer. So it's like she's just being patient with her son all over and just letting him know that, hey, I've been through this. Like, it's easier to just do it during the school year and get it out the way so you don't have to keep doing this. But she's being patient, but she realizes that both of her sons are completely different, even though they have the same two parents, live in the same household, and only like 2 years apart.
Yeah, that's good that she has patience and her son's lucky that his
Mhm.
mom went through the same issues as he's going through. So she's know what he's going through. So that's dope.
Yeah.
And that's good with talking with people. You just never know what circumstances people are going through or what they might could contribute to something. You speaking on that gave somebody an insight on, oh, maybe I should be a little different with this child than that child, or vice versa, you know? So
Mhm.
one of my other favorite episodes was when we had our guest Gerard on there. We were talking about like cheating, and is a free pass in a relationship considered cheating and all that good stuff. And I really love that episode because he's a character, as if you saw the episode, you know, and he cool to talk to or whatever, like talk to. So he's very open and honest. So I really love that. And I love, like I said, those type of topics just because, like, the way the world is, you think, oh, it's a picture perfect world, like, oh, you're gonna be in this relationship, you're gonna be in unconditional love with someone, and they're gonna love you back, and you guys are gonna just live in this fairy tale life. So that's how they paint the world. So just to hear other people in relationships or other situations they've been in, and you know how they got through it, or how, like he was talking, like him and his partner worked, as she had to clean, he didn't like doing dishes, he ain't mind doing line work, or you know, or just
Like,
manly duties, car stuff, but he didn't like cleaning, like doing dishes, and he didn't want to help the kids with the work. So it's like that works for him and that might work for somebody else, which might not work for you. So it's like I like hearing that because I'm a person that I'll be okay with cleaning and, you know, doing house duties if I didn't have to once do anything, you know, that had to do with cars and, you know, getting the stuff that I don't care for out the way. If he's handled that, I'm okay with handling this, but I can't be doing both, you know?
mhm.
So I like hearing like how he handled things and stuff of that sort.
So, yeah, the episode that we had with Gerard, I really like that episode because, like I said, there's so much like gray areas in relationships nowadays that, like, some people may consider what you do on a break is cheating. Some people may consider, hey, it was a break, we're not together. So I do like that episode. I like those type of topics because there's always a debate on what's cheating and what's cheating and what's not cheating. So
Yeah.
I love those type of like conversations because, you know, some people think, hey, if you wouldn't do it in front of your partner, then it's cheating. Even if it's like a little honest flirting, like something like that. If you wouldn't do it in front of your partner, it's cheating. Some people may think that it's only physical if it's cheating. Some men truly believe that women can cheat emotionally and physically, and men can only cheat physically. Like some men actually might believe that, or some women might actually believe that. So I do like those type of topics. And then, like James said, he's a character. Outside his facial expressions, and it was just funny. But I do like that he said that he didn't mind like being like a more stay at home dad, and he liked to cook and stuff like that. And some men that they just wouldn't, they might see that the kitchen is for the woman and they should be bringing home the money and the woman should do everything, household and cooking and stuff. But he said he didn't mind being kind of a stay at home dad and him cooking and stuff. Like he didn't mind that. So I do like that's why we like to have multiple guests with multiple different experiences, because you get conversations like that and you learn things like that. So I did like that episode a lot.
And his facial expressions was hilarious. So definitely.
All right, guys. So now that we went a little bit down memory lane, we're going to start closing out the episode. So I have two questions. The first one is, what is the thing that you're most proud of when it comes to Sister Talks? And then the second question would be, what are you most looking forward to when it comes to Sister Talks and or your commitment to Sister Talks?
Okay, I'll start. First, what I'm most proud of is just being open and honest. I'm a pretty private person when it comes to strangers and stuff. I'm real open with the people I know and love and stuff like that. So people that know me know me. So just to be able to be open and honest and not mind it and actually look forward to it. I love filming Sister Talks and talking to other people. So I'm proud to open up and share my thoughts and not be afraid of people's opinion and stuff like that, which that was never an issue with me caring about people. It's just not wanting people to think they know me and don't. So I'm proud of opening up in that aspect. My commitment is to Sister Talk. Or what do I look forward to? I look forward to filming more, getting new guests, and I love controversial topics. So I want to get a little more deeper and a little more debate-ish or whatever. So I want to get people with very different opinions of mine and see how that goes. And I'm just committed to giving time to Sister Talks in the future once we get a structured life, because we have a lot of plans in our personal lives. So just allotting time for Sister Talks.
So one of the things that I'm most proud of when it comes to Sister Talks is just overall the wide range of topics that we covered in like 20 something episodes. I feel like we hit a lot of good topics, a lot of important topics. It wasn't one sided. It wasn't just everyone get on camera and we're all like, yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree. It was some good topics and some good points brought up. So that's the thing I can say that I am most proud of, and just our consistency. Like when we first started, I know that we're gonna get back to that. I have no doubt in my drive. I have no doubt in JM's drive. So I know we're gonna get back to that. So those are the two things that I would say that I am most proud of when it comes to Sister Talks. Something I'm most looking forward to is the different guests. Like we've had a good amount of guests, but it's been a lot of people that we know that we're family with, all of our sisters, of course. So just branching out, and then it's more male guests, because we do like we're women, so we know more women. So and we're able to find more males that are willing to like come on and talk about whatever the subject maybe that week. That is something that I'm looking forward to. And then just basically getting back to how we were in the beginning, but and just balancing it. But like James said, we have like a lot of stuff that's been going on, a lot of good things. Highly, highly, highly blessed, in my opinion. I do want to say again, congrats to our nephew Dahani on his graduation and prom. Our niece's half cap, our sister's birth of our new nephew, and then us just always finding time to spend time with each other and do memorable things. Because like I said, me and my sister Tahara are going to be joining them in Chicago in a few weeks. I think like a week and a half maybe, or 2 weeks. So us finding time and just doing special things and making special memories and stuff. So I just can't say, how blessed we are and how excited I am.
I'm excited to see you guys here in Chicago, spending time with as well. And I'm thankful that you are putting time in for our business sister talk. So I appreciate you and happy 1 year. Okay, so we're gonna close this out. I want to thank you guys for tuning in again. You can check us out on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. Thank you for watching.